Hello partners and welcome to Partnercon Virtual 2020. We're very excited that you're here with us and we couldn't be more thrilled to be here with you.
Hi guys, so we understand how important those personal connections are and we wish we could be with you in person. But for the next 2 days, virtual high fives are just going to have to do. Now, we are planning to host both Partnercon and ICON next year in 2021 in sunny Scottsdale, Arizona. We have a special super discounted price for all Partnercon attendees, so please stay tuned to the very end so you can get that registration link and get signed up.
That's right. We've got a ton of awesome content and networking fun in store for you for the next 2 days, so be sure you're digging into everything that we've got available for you today and tomorrow.
Yes, and we've got lots of notifications, so keep an eye on those while you're inside the event platform. They're designed to help you get the most out of the event.
Yeah, and the easiest way, we want to remind you, to navigate the event is from the main lobby. You can get to the lounges, to the main stage, you can get to the exhibit hall, and all of the other amazing things that are happening. Be sure that you're checking in there regularly.
Yes, and again, thank you so much for being here with us. We're so excited to have you here. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the agenda at a glance.
Yeah, so today we're going to be starting off with Dave Varig, our VP of Partners, and an opening keynote from Clayton Mask, our CEO. We're very excited for that. Then Pete Vargas is going to be here to talk to us from the main stage. He's bringing a keynote to us about how to speak to your audience. And then we're going to go into a break, and we definitely want to make sure that you don't miss our sponsors. Great stuff happening in the exhibit hall. And then we're going to have 3 sets of breakouts, and you want to be sure and check the agenda for the details on that. And then you want to be sure you visit the Keep Lounge, the networking lounge. Be sure you're connecting here. That's one of the things this is all about. And then we're going to go back to the main stage later on for Robin Robbins for her keynote. And then you guys were very excited for speed dating without the dating. It's going to be awesome. So be sure you're digging into that as well.
Okay, partners, give a warm welcome to our very own VP of Partners, Dave Varig.
Virtual?
Virtual. Do we have a mic now? We're working through this virtual event technology. Maybe we have a mic? Maybe we have sign language? Maybe we switch mics with Matt? Hold on. 1. Now, we're going now, we're live, we have a mic. Yay, thumbs up, we have a mic. Woohoo! All right, well, there we go, right off the bat, first thing on Tuesday morning on Facebook Live. No, P-Con. So, let's see if we have slides. We're going to work through that. There we go. We have an agenda. We have me. All right, we've already advanced. Here we go. So, hi everybody, welcome wherever you are in the world. I think we have over 300 partners live and online in our event platform, and really looking forward to the next couple days to share a bunch of content with you. I started a couple years ago, and my first P-Con was, believe it or not, 20 to 21 months ago, so that's apropos. But let's take a look at who I am, and then we'll run through some information for you guys. So here's why I work. My wife and kids. I have a kid in college, so that's really why I work. But I also work for this reason, because this is what I do on the weekends. You can either find me on the water on one of those boats, racing sailboats, or just cruising around. And then I try to play golf. Not very well, but I try. So that's what I do on the weekends, other than when I'm working. I thought it would be interesting to take a look back at 2019 when I first met most of you and stood on stage here in the Phoenix area. And back then it was a little different than it is now. The sentiment wasn't so great. The product had a bunch of challenges. We had just rebranded and there were issues with that. There was also some issues on Facebook. So I don't know if you guys remember this, but I stood up there and I had to apologize for what was going on in Facebook and the sentiment that you guys as partners were sharing with us, and there was even a poop emoji. So that's kind of apropos for 2020. I don't know what happened in 2019, but we've turned the corner. So my mom always says, you need to show the humor, and it helps you get through the trying times. So if you've seen any of my Facebook Lives, I've been digging up the memes, and I'm going to show you a few of those here in a second. So let's look forward into 2021. This is where we were supposed to be. So we can all, give a big sigh and wish we were all together and standing around the pool with a cocktail and high-fiving for real. But we will be there, as Deb says, in 2021. So something to look forward to, especially. So let's go through some of the memes. When does season 2 of 2020 start? Because I didn't like season 1. So hopefully we're going to get to 2021 here quickly. This one was funny. I thought it was funny. I'm sure you've all turned when somebody sneezed or coughed. Whoops, sorry. A lot of you are homeschooling. I can only imagine what that's like. At least mine's in college, and she wanted to go to college, so she's there, even though she only goes to class 1 day a week. But I thought this was really funny, where now, as of yesterday, we might actually have a vaccine. So lucky for Pfizer that the parents didn't get it, so they can make the money off of it. But, fingers crossed, we're going to have vaccines here in the next couple months and move forward. Of course, you got to have the Johnny Depp reference. And, I always say I want to win the lottery, but I never play it. And then, last but not least, we all just need to hang in there until we can get through this, and it'll all be fine, just like this little kid on the back of a motorcycle. All right, enough of the humor. Let's talk about 2020. So, as we referenced the poop emoji for the Facebook in 2019, 2020 is a lot different. Partners are jumping into Facebook now with positive reviews of the product, positive reviews of the program, positive reviews of the company, and actually helping customers and other partners to get better on the product with their own customers, with their programs, etc. And so it feels a lot different. Not that we're to bright and where we exactly want to be, but we're on our way. And I feel really good about the progress that we've made. We still have more progress to go. I can talk a little bit about that because we had a PAG meeting yesterday with some feedback. But we've made a lot of progress, and it's evidence that what's going on in Facebook. So thank you guys for all your help. We know we need to earn this and deserve it, and we work hard towards it. This week is really about you guys, and we are doing our best in a virtual environment to pull this off so that you can have the best experience. We have a platform that is really, really cool, so please take time to navigate through that platform, take advantage of it. Hopefully you got a great swag box in the mail, and if you didn't, it'll be coming soon. But this is all about you, so connect, learn, grow, and let us know if you have any questions or comments or need anything. Let's go through some partner stats and then some company stats. So you guys have earned a lot of money. We have paid out in commissions and MDF and contests and incentive dollars, and it really is for you guys making some money off of our mutual customers and earning a living. And we're really happy to do this on our behalf, on your behalf, and on our customers' behalf. So congratulations and thank you for everything that you're doing for us. I always tell people, recruits or customers or friends and family, that our partner channel is a big part of this company. And you actually touch and handle and work with over 70% of our customers. That's amazing. So thank you for what you do for our mutual customers. And then some keep stats. We've sent a bunch of emails. We sent you guys, a lot of you, create a bunch of campaigns, add over 300,000 contacts just this year. and then payments, as well as invoices. So just a lot of activity and a lot of updates to the product to help that activity, and a lot of you working in the product to pull that all off. So thank you. And the channel itself is growing. So we've added over 200 partners that have sold over 350 units this year alone. We added a new channel, what we're calling the referral channel. It's kind of a reboot. It's on a really cool platform. We've added 2 RPMs. We added a recruiter. So the channel is growing, and the program is really in a good spot. We don't have a massive update to the program coming in 2021 because frankly, we only need to tweak a few things here and there. Product's going to help us out in 2021, which you're going to see from Rajesh tomorrow. And so we're in a really good place for the channel, and I feel really good about that. And then I also wanted to highlight just a couple of examples, but again, this is really about you and our mutual customers, but mostly we know that you are doing this to make a living and to help customers and to help your family. Here's a great example. Lindsay was able to actually buy a farm and live her dream. And Tim was able to buy a truck and actually posted and thanked Keep for the commission so that he could buy a truck. And yesterday he said, I just look at my check. So the program and the product and what we do with the commissions and the incentive dollars, et cetera, is really for you so that you can do what you want and what you love to do with it. Just like what I do is pay my kids' college education, but also have a chance to go sailing and golfing. This is your PAG. And yesterday, I'm going to pull out my notes. I know Devlin's going to be mad at me, but yesterday we had a 4-hour plus meeting with your advisory council. As you see this on the screen, you're probably saying, that's more people than it used to be, and it is. So we're now up to 15. And we did that on purpose. We used to have a lot, and then we kind of squeezed it down for a season, and now we've brought it back to an expanded group because we want to engage the community to help us improve the program, improve the product, and for the future. And so we invited a few more folks into the partner advisory group. This group is for you. If you have questions or you have needs or you have thoughts about the company or the program or whatever might be, this is a good conduit to get us the feedback. And so we want you to engage with them. So here's just some examples yesterday. We did an exercise, kind of a SWOT exercise about what's working. And this is your PAG's feedback. What's working is product momentum, SMS, buy now links, pricing, somewhat, portal, somewhat, the co-opetition and collaboration amongst the company and partners and partner to partner, the RPMs, and a few shout outs for Lyle Lamb on our email team. Those are just some of the examples of what's working. We had a whole page. We had 2 pages of what's not working, so we still have work to do. But just some examples of what's not working. And just to acknowledge that we are hearing your voices and we are hearing from your PAG what we need to go work on. And Clay and Scott and Rajesh and Carla were all in the room listening. International features, contact owner, double booking of appointments, search in the portal, upgrade pricing, affiliate tracking, and something about sucky landing pages. So we are hearing you. We are working through all this. We have a roadmap for 2021, and we're excited for the future. And we thank you guys for your participation in this virtual event. And we hope you get as much out of it as you possibly can. Next year, high-fiving in person and in Scottsdale. So it's my pleasure to bring up our CEO, Clayton Mask. It's amazing that our co-founders and our CEO have so much to do with partners and want to be here and want to talk to you and share what's going on with the company and what they're seeing in the marketplace. So Clayton Mask, come on up and let's virtually high five.
All right. Thanks, Dave. Thank you. Carly, great to be here. It is awesome to spend a little time with you and be able to give a little bit of update of things that have been happening. Dave's been sharing some of those things, but also just collaborate with you throughout Partnercon, work together to help small businesses succeed. I know that the fire and enthusiasm that you have for our customers is that same fire and enthusiasm we have. This week, Partnercon week, Icon week is my favorite time of the year because we get an opportunity to come together, share the stories, see the great things that are happening as we work together to grow businesses. So I get the opportunity to give you an update on the company and how we are working together with you to empower entrepreneurs. Now, you might say, oh yeah, I remember this We Empower Entrepreneurs. It used to be when you came into the building, it was up on the wall and there were all the pictures and faces. Do you remember that? Well, I definitely remember that. And at the beginning of this year, when Scott and I got back at the helm, we said, you know what? We need to reignite that spirit of this company, that spirit of empowering entrepreneurs. And so I want to share a few with you this morning or this afternoon, wherever you are in the world. I want to share with you a few things about how we empower entrepreneurs and how we work together with you as partners to help small businesses succeed. So let me tell you that I get so excited about this week, this Partnercon week, Icon week, because we get to be together. We get to share the stories. We get to hear about what's happening, talk with you about what's going on in your lives and your businesses, what you're doing. I couldn't help but think about this opportunity to be reunited because it's been over a year and a half since we had Partnercon. It's been a long time. It was February of last year. And it feels great to be able to be together with 300 plus partners. And even though we don't get to do that in person and give the physical high five, the opportunity for us to interact in the platform that we have for you that we've created with a partner, it is amazing. And you're going to get an opportunity to have those connections. So make sure that you take full advantage of that. As you know from every Partnercon, Icon that you've attended, you know that as you lean into it and really participate in the process, you're able to take away so much more. You're able to give to the community and you're able to take an amazing experience away from this Icon and Pecan week. So it does feel great to be together. Now, why does it feel so great to be together? I want you to stop and think about that. What makes this community, this ecosystem as we've referred to it in the past, what makes it so special? I mean, there are other companies out there. There are other companies that have events. There are other companies who have partner programs or partner communities. But I have talked to partners over the course of this year, and I've heard over and over that there is something special, there's something unique about the partner community at Keep. And that's exactly right. We used to refer to this as the Infusionsoft ecosystem. You might remember us talking about that. But you know, that didn't quite capture what I think is so special and so amazing about this community. And so as Scott and I were talking about this earlier this year, we said, you know, how do we really pull everybody together and get us aligned and working together in a way that not only recaptures what was so magic and special about the Infusionsoft ecosystem, but takes it to a whole new level. And as we talked about it, we were coming up with the word for it. The thing we kept coming back to over and over was family. That this is a family of entrepreneurs helping entrepreneurs. And in the definition of family, it's a group of people who genuinely love, trust, care about, and look out for each other. There's a whole lot of loud, and there's a little bit of loud and a whole lot of love. When I think about this definition of family, I think about the way that we are brought together by this purpose and this mission that we share. And who is it? It's not just the partners. It's our employees. It's our partners. It's our customers. It's everybody working together. And it's specifically working together to help small businesses succeed. You know that this Keep family that I'm talking about is united by this purpose, to help small businesses succeed. It's a big, noble purpose. It's really challenging for small businesses. You all know the dark side of entrepreneurship, the difficulty, the loneliness of it. You also know the triumph and the amazing feeling of success when that comes after all of the work and struggle and effort that we put forth. And so there's something about this family of employees and partners and customers that are all united to help entrepreneurs succeed, to come together and help small businesses overcome the challenges and be successful. That is what makes this community so amazing. We are a very giving community. It's a very generous community, a very optimistic community. And that family feel that we have is something that we've referenced over and over and over and over the years. For anybody who's been in the company a long time, you've heard me say, when it's a new employee, I'll say joining the Keep family, or a new customer joining the family, or a new partner joining the family. And so we're going to talk about the Keep family. And I hope that you feel that connection, because we are united by this purpose to help small businesses succeed. And we have this big mission that we're on, this mission to simplify growth for millions of small businesses by the year 2030. This is what unites us. This is what makes this Keep family. And it is special. It is unique. And I want you to know that from the beginning of this year, we decided we're going to lean in all the way on this, and we're going to bring together this ecosystem, as we referred to it in the past, and we're going to build a family, a Keep family of entrepreneurs helping entrepreneurs. Thank you for all that you do. Welcome to the Keep family. We are all keepers as employees, partners, and customers, members of this Keep family helping small businesses succeed. Now, let me take you back a little bit. At the beginning of this year, you all know that the board came to me and said, okay, we'll put you back at the helm. What is it that you're going to do? And I said, okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to get the purpose, values, and mission back at the center of the company. We're going to bring this spirit back, as I said. We're going to drive on product progress every freaking week, leading with Infusionsoft. We're going to bring lifecycle marketing back into the business. We're going to embrace partners and focus on customer success, helping small businesses succeed. And that's what we've been doing. Now, let me tell you, I've got to be honest in saying that so January 20th is when the reorganization occurred, and I got back leading the full company with all the company reporting back to me. As you know, I didn't have any of the company reporting to me except for the COO, but the COO was hands off. So that was a very different situation. January 20th, that all changed. And by January 21st, what I wanted to do is I wanted to just scream from the rooftops, here we go, we're back. I wanted to just get everybody fired up about what we're doing. But I realized I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that yet. First, we needed to prove what I said we were going to do. Bring back the spirit of the company with our purpose, values, and mission. Drive product progress every week, leading with Infusionsoft. Bring back lifecycle marketing and the training and teaching that we do in this company. Focus on partners and customer success. So we announced very quickly that Icon would be coming back, and we went to work on improving the product, on serving our customers, on serving our partners. And I'm going to talk a little bit about some of those things that we did. And we started to make great progress, and it felt fantastic. And we got the business to the point where we were starting to grow again. And right about that time, COVID hit. And I'll tell you, that was a challenge. It was a challenge for everybody. But it was also amazing, because what it did is it put a very sharp focus on the entrepreneurs that we serve. And so before COVID, we had got things turned around. We were starting to move in the right direction. And then, wow, those challenges hit. And we saw churn spike. And we felt the concern and the worry and the fear of customers and partners and employees and the world, really. And Scott and I got together and we said, you know what? Entrepreneurs will adapt. Entrepreneurs will figure it out. They will begin to adjust. And it got our company focusing on that entrepreneurial spirit. COVID ended up being an amazing catalyst to the resurgence of the entrepreneurial spirit at Keep. And it was something that, while I certainly didn't wish for, I'm actually incredibly grateful that galvanizing experience brought together our employees, our partners, our customers. It helped us to not only rally around the challenge, but grow the business. And it's been really fun the last 6 months to be growing, to be adding customers, adding partners, to be growing revenue, to be a growth company. We all know that growth is challenging. There are difficulties that we all face. Sometimes it's of pandemic proportions. Other times it's individual challenges, sometimes between our ears as the entrepreneur. But we face challenges, and we face them with grit and optimism here at Keep. We talk about this all the time. I talk about it with our employees. I talk about the grit and optimism that we must show. It's not just blind optimism. It's grit. It's hard work. That's the way that this company turned around and started to grow again despite a pandemic. And guess what? I've led this company through two recessions, now a third, and we've grown each time through those recessions, and we are doing it again. And you can count on the fact we'll continue to do that. So yes, there are challenges, but we face challenges with grit and optimism. Our partners face challenges with grit and optimism. Our customers face challenges with grit and optimism. And COVID brought into sharp focus the fact that there's a difference between an entrepreneurial small business and the typical small business. I'll talk about that in just a minute. That sharper focus that COVID brought to us was invaluable. And it helped us to see what we needed to do to communicate to the market and to the world who we are, what we do, how we help small businesses succeed. So let me take you through a little bit of this journey. We call this our Goldilocks story. Now, the first part of the story is that this 2012 to 2016, these were really good years in the company. We were focused on marketing savvy small businesses with 2 to 25 employees, and we were pioneering marketing automation for small business. We literally created that category of marketing automation for small business. And by the way, we said when we created it, we're going to create competition. That's what happens when you create a category. But we said that's fine because we will create and lead the category of marketing automation for small business. And we did that. And it was a really great 5 or 6 years there as we grew the business and expanded our ecosystem, as we called it, and brought in more customers and partners. And as we got toward the end of that, we were nearing the completion of that Everest mission, as we called it back then. And we realized that we needed to expand the market. We realized we needed to create an easier, lighter version of our software. And that was a big challenge. We knew it would be a big challenge. I didn't know just how big a challenge that would be. And so we did that because we were playing in a market that was a little too small. In order for us to achieve the vision that we have for this company and really make an impact on millions of small businesses, we needed to branch out and not just be for the marketing savvy small businesses and do more than just really powerful marketing automation. We needed to simplify. Well, over the next 3 years in this next stage of the Goldilocks story, from 2017 to 2019, we actually went ahead and expanded. Had a little delay there. We expanded, but we went too big. We went from serving marketing savvy small businesses with 2 to 25 employees to serving millions of simple small businesses. I would dare say we were thinking all small service businesses. And we said, we're going to make this very simple. We're going to call it client management or smart client management. But what we did was an overreach. We went too broad, too big, too simple. And we lost our way a little bit on who we really serve and serve effectively. There were challenges with strategy and management and board alignment, all sorts of stuff. And ultimately, I take responsibility for not getting us through that period of time effectively. It wasn't for a lack of trying, I will assure you. But it is a testament that entrepreneurship is a challenge at every stage. And there are peaks and valleys, triumphs and failures. No failure is final. No triumph is final. You continue to work your way through it. And we did exactly that through that period of time. And gradually, we began to make our way through the product transition. And by 2020, when I got back at the helm, we started to go into this next phase of the Goldilocks story. So this is what I want to focus you on. This is where we are now and for the next few years. We serve entrepreneurial small businesses with 1 to 25 employees. And we are sales and marketing automation. It's not just marketing automation. I'm going to talk about what I mean by sales and marketing automation in just a minute. But what we needed to do was we needed to get more focused, more clear on the right customer and what we do for that customer. And we are sales and marketing automation for entrepreneurial small businesses. That's who we are. That's what we do. Identity crisis over. We're very clear about this. And you will see that clarity more and more in our marketing, in our communication, and in the product, the programs that Keep brings to you. I hope you're starting to see it. It certainly has been building over the last several months, and it feels really great. The momentum is fantastic. So let me talk about this focus to lead the category of sales and marketing automation for entrepreneurial small businesses. Lead the category. We are the leaders. We led the market. We created the market in marketing automation. But entrepreneurial small businesses need a little more than that. We are sales and marketing automation. That's CRM plus marketing automation plus sales automation plus payments. That getting paid part of the solution is critically important. We need our entrepreneurial small businesses to get paid. We need to make it easy for them. We need to build automation around that. We need to make it a platform to help these entrepreneurial small businesses grow. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're leading. We're leading sales and marketing automation for entrepreneurial small businesses. And yes, there are others, and you will see others sprout up over the years, but you can count on us to lead, just as we did when we created and led the category of marketing automation for small business. So sales and marketing automation for entrepreneurial small businesses. Entrepreneurial small businesses are growth oriented. The entrepreneur and their teams, they're hardworking, they're serious about their business. They're serious, and they want to grow, and they recognize that our platform is the best platform to help them do that. They recognize that sales and marketing automation is the great game changer in small business. Now, sometimes a typical small business doesn't recognize that. They don't know what they don't know. They're not experiencing the chaos that comes when you start to grow. And so they don't realize how sales and marketing automation is such a game changer. But the Keep family realizes it. Our employees, our partners, our customers know that sales and marketing automation is the great game changer in small business. So the target market is these entrepreneurial small businesses and their employees that are working hard and need a little help in terms of automation. By the way, I hope you're getting crystal clear. We are an automation company. We know that. We got away from that for a period of time as we tried to oversimplify. But we know that automation and easy automation is what small businesses want, what entrepreneurial small businesses need. So we focus on entrepreneurial small businesses, and specifically our target customer is consultants, coaches, and what we call trailblazers. The consultants, coaches, pretty easy to understand. But trailblazers, this is a little different. These are sales and marketing automators. They reach for automation. They want this automation. They are in startups. They are in professional services. They're in a lot of undefined industries where there's no vertical solution for that. That's what we do. We help these consultants, coaches, and trailblazers automate their sales and marketing so they can grow, have a great business, and a great life. And we focus on businesses that are already starting to have some of the chaos. If they don't have any contacts and they don't have any business going yet and they're not serious about growing, they don't realize that they need sales and marketing automation. But once the chaos starts, once it begins to pick up and they start dropping the balls and they start feeling the pain of missing things and they start to feel like there just aren't enough hours in the day, then they begin to realize how sales and marketing automation can change the game. And we are there to lead and to serve and to help them achieve their goals and their dreams using our software. Now, our ideal customer is $100,000 to $3 million in revenue, 2 to 10 employees. That's kind of the sweet spot. Of course, we have customers that are 1 employee. Of course, we have customers that are more than 10 or even more than 25 employees. But small businesses with a sweet spot of 2 to 10 employees, that's really where we fit perfectly. And 500 plus contacts, They got to be having some challenges managing all that stuff that they have. And of course, the best customers, they have some marketing and business acumen. They have some skills, some savvy around that. And they're willing to hire partners and get help to achieve their goals. So this is our focus. This is what we do. We lead in sales and marketing automation for entrepreneurial small businesses. And you will see us continue to beat this drum and to lead the market in sales and marketing automation for entrepreneurial small businesses. So I hope that you're getting a sense for how this clarity, how the sharper focus is helping us in the business. I want to help you see just a little bit of how we fit in the market landscape. We're not the more complex, sophisticated solutions like HubSpot and Salesforce. We're also not the pieces of what Keep does. All of those point solutions that do a part of what we do that are kind of at the lower end of the market, we are in the middle of that. An all-in-one sales and marketing automation platform for entrepreneurial small businesses with a price and a power and capability that's just right for these entrepreneurs that are serious about growing their business. Now, I've talked about entrepreneurial small business. Let me tell you a little bit more about what I mean by that and why this is a narrowing of the focus from all small businesses. Now, this is in no way to disparage the typical small business, but we need to be clear about something in the Keep family. We need to be clear that we don't serve all small businesses. We serve the entrepreneurial ones. Now, what do they look like? How are they different? Well, to start with, both the entrepreneur and the typical small business owner, they desire freedom. But how they go about achieving that is very different. The entrepreneur is growth-oriented, where the typical small business owner is safety and security-oriented. They want a safe, secure business. That's very different. We all know that growth has some pain with it. It stretches us. And the entrepreneur is willing to do the work and to learn and to invest to achieve that growth and that freedom. Whereas the typical small business owner is averse to those things and wants to be more in a comfort zone and play it safe. The entrepreneur sometimes is called delusional. They push through all kinds of obstacles that rational human beings would look at and say, that doesn't make a lot of sense. Whereas the typical small business owner, they see all the reasons why this isn't going to work. The entrepreneur serves a larger purpose. Yes, they want to make money. Of course, they want to be able to provide and have fun and do really great things, but they also want to have a greater impact. And they want that freedom in terms of time, in terms of impact that they have on others. Meanwhile, the typical small business owner, they really just want to make a living. And it's as simple as that. Again, nothing wrong with that. But there's something different that pushes and drives an entrepreneur from within. The entrepreneur wants to be great, whereas the typical business owner just wants to make it. It's just kind of survive, just make it through. Now, the entrepreneur will make a way. They will find a way, they will make a way, they will figure it out. They adapt. And this is what Scott and I were talking about the moment COVID hit. Entrepreneurs adapt. Whereas typical small businesses hunker down and they try, but they're not intent on finding the way and making a way. The entrepreneur does not give up. When things get tough, the typical business owner starts to look and feel like they've got no choice but to give up. Now, when I talk about this difference, I have to admit that there are times I act like a typical small business owner. And there are times that you probably do that. There's no shame in that. It's a natural thing. But entrepreneurs push through that. Entrepreneurs adapt. Entrepreneurs, in a word, are gritty. And we love the grit of the entrepreneur. And so we are celebrating that. And you've seen us talk more and more about the grit of entrepreneurs. We empower entrepreneurs. And specifically, we empower gritty entrepreneurs. We empower these entrepreneurs who are willing to push through the challenges and will overcome the natural tendencies of the typical small business. And we empower these entrepreneurs with product training and community. And I'm going to talk about that. First and foremost, it's about product. As I said, we are an automation company. We are a sales and marketing automation company. And when we got down to business at the beginning of 2020, we said we're going to focus on product. And we began to drive weekly innovation, so much that I'm positive you don't know all the things that we've done. We have every single week been shipping updates to the product, leading with Infusionsoft, driving the quality. We have dramatically reduced the bugs. We have been consistently improving the speed at which we reduce the bugs or eliminate the bugs. It was very fun yesterday on the PAG to hear partners on the PAG say, wow, like you're getting rid of bugs super fast. Even when they do pop up, you're resolving them quickly. That is a testament to the work that our CTO, Rajesh, and Steve in product, and our engineering leaders, all of our product development team have been doing. They've been getting it done, and it's been fantastic to see. We have been focusing on product. We empower entrepreneurs through sales and marketing automation, and the product is where it all starts. All of the good things that have been happening in the company are because we've been making progress in the product. So I love the quality improvements. I certainly love the feature enhancements. I love the fact that our customers are using the product more and more, sending emails, using the API, processing payments, growing their businesses, getting organized, saving time, using our powerful and easy automation. I love what we're doing in the product, and we will continue to do that because product is the first way that we empower entrepreneurs. Now, we've done so many things in Infusionsoft, there's no way I could go through all of them. But I'm positive you're not aware of all we've been doing. We've been making Infusionsoft better and better. We've been making it rock solid in terms of quality. We have more work to do. I am not here saying we're done, but we're making great progress, and we will continue every week to make great progress in the Infusionsoft Classic experience. We know that that is such a powerful solution for our customers and our partners, and we're totally committed to it. And we have been all year, and I hope that now, after 9 months of working on it and demonstrating, I hope that now you know we're serious about the classic Infusionsoft and making it better and better and better. That feeling I had on January 21st to say, hey, here we go. We have been doing it. And I have loved having partners and customers say, hey, you're doing it. With, first it was kind of this cautious optimism, and then it turned into growing confidence. And I have that confidence. You should have that confidence. Our customers should have that confidence. And sometimes when it wanes a little bit because we take a step back after taking a couple steps forward, let's recognize that's the entrepreneurial way. All of us have those missteps, side steps, but we will continue to make progress. We will keep improving Infusionsoft, as I heard you say loud and clear last year when we said, okay, we will start doing that. And we're not done this year. We have a lot of work that we're doing in Infusionsoft between now and the end of the year. Our team is driving hard on a Q4 plan to deliver really cool improvements and enhancements to the classic experience of Infusionsoft, as well as to the Keep line and the way that those two products are coming together more and more. So you'll see SMS automation, you'll see Zoom integration in appointments, you'll see recurring payments, sales team and pipeline improvements and enhancements so that sales automation gets better and better. You'll see improved e-commerce because sales automation and payments is so critical in sales and marketing automation for entrepreneurs. You'll also see multi-factor authentication, which is a really big deal for many of our partners. You'll see more analytics. There's some really exciting things to come in 2020. I'm not talking about 2021 yet. I'm talking about 2020. So you'll want to tune in to Rajesh and Steve, their discussion about product and all the things that are happening there. As I said, we're also unifying. We're bringing together the Infusionsoft world and the Keep world that were two separate things. You've been watching this year as those are coming together more and more. And I've got an exciting announcement for you at the end of my remarks here in just a few minutes. So product is an important part of how we empower entrepreneurs, but training is next. Lifecycle marketing, you've seen it in all its different variations over the years, and then it kind of went away, but it's coming back. And we are helping entrepreneurial small businesses understand that there is a method to the madness. There's a way to conquer the chaos, that you can get the right systems in place, get the right entrepreneurial mindset in place, and you can grow your business confidently, and I would dare say peacefully. Can you even imagine having a peaceful, predictable, growing business? Those who implement lifecycle marketing and sales and marketing automation with Keep can not only imagine it, they experience it, and they experience it every day. Of course, there are always challenges in running a business. We're not here to say that with sales and marketing automation and the training that we bring you, that takes care of everything. Of course not. But it certainly makes it much more feasible to achieve the dreams you have in your business without having to sacrifice your life and everything about your life that you value in order to achieve that business success. That's why we exist as a company, and that's why training is so important. So Scott's going to talk more about lifecycle marketing. He's going to talk about how that's coming back into the company. We've been building over the last 6 months. You've been seeing it. Well, we're going to kick it into another gear here at Partnercon and at Icon. It's going to be really fun. You'll want to lean into this because training is an important part. It's the second pillar of how we empower entrepreneurs. So when you think about the sales and marketing automation software and the training that we do with our life cycle marketing, there's a really important part that sometimes gets missed a little bit. And I want to make sure that through my comments today, we don't miss this part. What I'm talking about is the community that we are all a part of, this family. That's why I kicked it off with the Keep family. We empower entrepreneurs with the software, with the training, and with the community. We celebrate the grit of entrepreneurs. We understand the loneliness of running a business. We understand your family doesn't get you sometimes, your friends don't get you sometimes, your neighbors don't get it. It's really a lonely place as an entrepreneur. But when you come together in a community that gets you, that supports you, that celebrates you, and gives you a place to apply your genius as a partner and to put that genius into play for your clients and in your own business and to contribute to this Keep family, it is special. It is unique. It's what makes this Keep family so amazing. So we're going to be celebrating this. We're going to be talking about the grit of entrepreneurs. We've got a campaign going called Big Grit. And some of you have seen this. I want to share with you a little snippet of 3 of the stories that we're telling. And so let's go to that video now.
I had to face the facts. I wasn't running a business or being the consultant that I would even hire. I was being a fake. I'm literally living 2 separate lives. And I felt like I wasn't deserving to be a business owner. I was playing entrepreneurship and I had to get it together. But I couldn't really sit back because that's not in my DNA. So what are you going to do about it now? What's the plan? What are you going to do about it? You need to make a decision. This is not what you are built to do. And I felt it in my soul and my core. That's why I will never stand down. I will never give up. I will never let it fly. I will never suppress myself. And I will always rise above the fear when I get nervous and when I get fearful. I will always rise above it.
I flew all over the country, going to conferences. I was reading books, everything. And that's when parents started asking, can you help me, Valerie? I started my agency. I'm going to train, coach, and empower you. Chanel was just 3 years old when she was diagnosed with autism and a seizure disorder. When that doctor said what she felt her life was going to be like, that really pissed me off. No doesn't mean no. No is just the starting point. Now we begin. I won't give up. Just out of the blue, the biggest shock any parent could ever experience. Jessica's passing, it really did just skyrocket me to, before it was a passion, okay, this is my mission now.
Artists are not supposed to be interested in the business of their art. I thought you either could be a great musician or a great entrepreneur. Your life as a jazz musician, your life as a business owner, they're one and the same. Our revenue was down 70%. Dude, it is a year. It is definitely a year. This is the hardest chapter ever in the history of Brooklyn Music Factory. As business owners, we're constantly in a change state. Nate, I think you need to think about creativity differently. Is this an opportunity or is this actually devastating? It's like it's all in your perspective.
All right, I love it. I love the grit and optimism of entrepreneurial small businesses, and we will celebrate it. Now, you are out there working with customers. You see these stories. You might be one of these stories. We want to tell your story, so help us see that, help us capture it. We want to be sure that we are celebrating the grit of entrepreneurs and highlighting what these entrepreneurial small businesses do to overcome challenges, to take action, to keep going. There's a reason why we talk so much about grit. The brand of this company is all about the grit of entrepreneurs. So you are doing amazing things. I want to finish up here by just sharing a little bit of spreading a little bit of the love around what you're doing to help small businesses succeed. The way that you contribute to this Keep family is amazing. The impact that you have is so cool. Here's just a few examples. So Aaron Fisher, he works with our partner Technology Marketing Toolkit. He says, after spending 4 hours per night plus weekends for 2 months trying to make a competing CRM work, Technology Marketing Toolkit gave us campaigns, support, and introduced us to integrations that helped us save time and make money. That's the Keep family. That's entrepreneurs helping entrepreneurs. I love it. Mark O'Donnell, he works with Jason Esterline. He says, I love the automation. I could ramble on, but the platform with the help of Jason Esterline saved our business. Mark was dealing with some major challenges in the face of COVID. He overcame that with the help of Jason Esterline. Grit, optimism, overcoming the challenges. That's the Keep family. I love it. Way to go, Jason. Judith Wilson of WeTrain. She works with Launch Business Automation. Shout out to Launch Business Automation as one of our great partners. Judith says, our partner is Launch Business Automation. We love the support that we get every week that gives us practical advice and best practices to constantly improve our business. Again, this is entrepreneurs helping entrepreneurs. This is the Keep family. This is the impact of partners. And Cheryl, she says, you know, I have actually cried tears of joy when I would ask a question and Michaela and the TSS team already have it solved through Keep. I love seeing that. I love hearing that. Michaela's a new member of the PAG and is doing amazing things in the Keep family to help small businesses succeed. We know what an impact that you have as partners. We are optimistic about 2021 because we see the Keep family, this community, coming together, getting stronger, getting more and more effective in the way that we help each other succeed. The Keep family of employees, partners, and customers is the community, is the way that we help empower entrepreneurs. So we do that through our software, we do it through our training, and we do it through the community that we call the Keep family. We're very optimistic about 2021. I am so fired up about what we're doing in the product. It is really, really cool. And so let me finish with a pretty exciting announcement. As you know, we've been talking for quite some time about Infusionsoft and Keep and these two worlds coming together. And we have talked about the fact that the Infusionsoft product is starting to look more and more like the Keep product, and Keep is getting more and more powerful. And as you know, we have Keep Grow Pro and Infusionsoft by Keep, and we have the Infusionsoft in both the Keep experience and the Classic experience. Now, that's a mouthful. There's a lot to that, right? And we love the power of Infusionsoft and the Classic experience of Infusionsoft. I hope you see that the last 9 months, I hope you see from the last 9 months just how much we love the Classic experience and how much we continue to put into that and lead each week with improvements, leading with the Classic experience. We will continue to do that. We also recognize that in order for us to build this brand, to have one brand, one family, one Keep family. We need to do that by consolidating Infusionsoft and Keep into one product family. So you've been seeing the hints and hearing the hints and understanding that it's coming. It's coming very soon. We're giving you advance notice so that you're aware, and this will be coming in about 3 months. We understand there's a lot to this, but let me introduce to you what it will look like early next year. We will have one brand of Keep. We will have our Light product, our Pro product, and our Max product. Max is Infusionsoft. And it'll have Max Classic for all those who love the classic experience. Light, Pro, and Max, one product line, unified, very simple. This is the Keep product family. Now, I'm very excited about this. We've been talking with the PAG about this for the past month or so. We shared with them the names. They're aware of it. There was a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of excitement. We all recognize that it's hard when you talk about Infusionsoft or Keep. Well, I'm using Infusionsoft. My customers are using Keep Pro. You're doing some training. You're talking about Infusionsoft. You're talking about Keep. It's challenging. We all see that. And we've been kind of in between on this brand transition. Well, next year we will lean all the way in on Keep. And we will change the name of the Infusionsoft product to Keep Max. The only thing that will change is the name. The product will be the same, the power that you love. And why Max? Maximum power, maximum functionality, maximum flexibility and customization. Max. Keep Max is the high end of our product line. It's what I started sharing with you over a year ago when I said this is the direction that we're moving. And we've continued to move in that direction and make solid progress over the last 9 months. So you're getting advance notice. This change will be coming in about 3 months. We know that there's things that many of you need to adjust with your collateral, with different training materials. We understand that's no small feat. Trust us, we have some of those same reservations that caused us to say, let's hold on. But the time is right for 2 reasons. Number one, it's time for the unification, all of this to come together. We've demonstrated our commitment. There should be no concerns that we're moving away from Classic. We've demonstrated that over the course of this year. The second reason is that in order for us to truly build this brand that says keep going, keep serving, keep growing, we need all of us speaking the same language. We need all of the partners. We need all of the customers. We need all of us talking about Keep. We need to talk about this grit and optimism to keep going. And we need everybody leaning in. So I ask you, while you may have some affinity and love for the Infusionsoft name, trust me, it's like one of my children. I get it. I ask you to please, let's lean in fully. Let's lean in fully to Keep Max. Let's lean in fully to Max Classic, and let's talk about this brand. One family, one brand, one product line. That's Keep. And we're all about the grit and optimism of entrepreneurial small businesses. So we will not be putting this out broadly to all of our customers and to the world right away. We will begin to start sharing it, but you have about 3 months or so before this will become the reality that everybody sees. And our intent is for it to be, oh, the name's changing, but nothing else. So as I wrap this up here, I've talked about the way that we empower entrepreneurs with grit at the center of the characteristic of the entrepreneurial small business. And I've talked about the 3 ways we do it. With product, we are sales and marketing automation, and we will create and lead that category. I've talked about it with training, life cycle marketing, conquer the chaos, the mindset strategies, the underlying strategy of our software called life cycle marketing, putting playbooks in place with plays to automate your business. That's the training that entrepreneurs need to grow. And then, of course, the community, this Keep family of employees, partners, and customers who are all working together. The whole point of the Keep family is entrepreneurs helping entrepreneurs succeed. That's what we do. That's what makes this community so amazing, so special. Thank you for being a part of it. I'm asking you now as CEO and co-founder to lean in all the way. Let's come together in this Keep family. Let's build this brand. Let's help small businesses succeed. Keep going, keep serving, and keep growing.
Wow, Clay, awesome stuff. Seriously awesome stuff. I know our partners loved hearing from you. We always love hearing from you. You're such an inspiration. You bring the passion and the really the purpose of what we're all here for. So thanks again, Clay. Love getting to hear from you.
Yes, partners. Now, we want to talk to you a little bit about how to access the platform. I know some of you have had some difficulty getting in. Welcome to the world of technology. It's virtual event time. If you have any other technical difficulties, please feel free to reach out to your RPM. They'll get in contact with us right away, and we'll help you navigate through the event platform. And go ahead.
Well, yeah, we want to make sure you don't miss out on anything, right? And I know you want to make sure you don't miss out on anything. So we are going to have all of the recordings of the sessions, breakouts in the main stage, in the session archives. If you go to the main lobby or to the navigation up at the top, you'll see the session archives there. And we're going to have those there beginning next Monday. So be sure you check those out.
Yes. Okay, guys, I am super excited to introduce to you our next main stage speaker, Pete Vargas, CEO of Advance Your Reach, an expert when it comes to acquiring new customers and growing your business through virtual events.
Yeah, Pete is awesome. And again, we're very excited to be here with you. Let's welcome to the stage Pete Vargas.
Hey guys, how are y'all? Can y'all hear me okay? Yeah, cool. Awesome. Well, hey, listen, I am excited to be here, Pete Vargas, and really stoked. And it was what an awesome talk before this and just everything that's going on. We are actually Keep users. I mean, we have been using the product for a long time. And yeah, I'm honored to be here. Really want to dive in today to be able to help you guys understand how to really break out of the noise of something around the things that you are trying to accomplish in your business and attract more customers. And so I'm stoked to be here with you today. I'm going to be sharing quite a bit. And really, I want to help you understand how to get out of the noise, like how to get your message out into the world, attract more customers, and do it really quickly. Like, we have been able to see some amazing things take place within our business because of understanding a methodology, and a methodology that not everybody completely understands. And it's a methodology that worked pre-COVID. It's a methodology that worked post-COVID. And I am stoked to share that with you today. When I talk about your message, I'm talking about the value that you have to give to the world, the opportunity that you have to give to the world. That's what I want to talk about today. You see, the reason why I love this message and why I'm so passionate about getting people's messages out to the world 15 years ago, and he came and spoke. And as a result of him speaking and my dad being in the crowd, it was literally the thing that prompted my dad, who you see in this picture, to ask me for forgiveness for the abusive dad that he was growing up to me. My grandmother had taken me away in 7th grade because of the things that my dad had done to me. And now I'm 23 years old, and one person's message on a stage prompted my dad to write a letter and say, I'm sorry for the father I've been. Here, my son is having an impact on hundreds of kids' lives, and I can't have an impact on my only son's life because I was a youth pastor at the time. He asked me for a second chance to do things right, and he told me that he loved me for the first time in a long time. That's the power of a message shared in a powerful way. And you have a message that's literally, for most of you, changing business owners' businesses. And if all they could do, if more people could hear you, it would literally transform your business. And done so in a way that wouldn't take you months and years of a sales cycle, but take you hours. And so this is why I love messages. This is why I believe that the impact that you guys can have on businesses, and let me tell you, right now, more than ever, businesses are struggling and they're trying to figure out, how do I go to the next level? How do I get through this? And you are the answer to that. You've got the solution for them. And that's why I'm excited, is because we have been doing this for a long time. I'm so grateful to this one man who changed my life and my dad's life. You know, what he felt like is he felt like he was the best kept secret. He really felt like he was the best kept secret. He thought if more people would know about my message that I can take into school systems and corporations across the world. His daughter was the first girl killed at Columbine, and he wanted to take her message into schools all across the world. And because of the impact that he had on my dad and I's life, I said, you know what? I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you get your message out there on a bigger scale. And that's exactly what we did. I called him. And what I said to him on that phone call that day is what we've been dedicating our lives for the last 20 years to help business owners all across the world understand. I said, Daryl, you got to get this out there more. And he said, I know that, but I don't know how to do that. I said, well, I'm going to figure it out for you. Because he was a struggling organization. He had just done $150,000 in revenues in 2002. And in 2003, as you can see on his 990, they had only done $63,000. They were going the wrong way. And I came in and I helped him understand what we've now developed, and what I want to teach the rest of our time on is I said, Daryl, if we can begin to have you communicate more powerfully and understand how to cut through the noise with your communication, hence the blue bucket. If we can get you in front of more of your ideal clients, hence the green bucket. And if we can make sure that those clients want to buy your products and services that you have for schools, hence the red bucket. Your signature talk, your stages, and scaling past the stage with your products and services. And we began to do that for him. And literally, not only did we begin to do it, what transformed was all of a sudden he became one. Not only did he grow significantly in revenues, a lot of you, I know you care about income and impact. This is the income piece. Not only did he grow in income, he went from impacting thousands of kids in 2003 to millions of kids in 2011. He went from seeing teen suicides prevented. He saw teen suicides prevented every day and multiple school shootings prevented every year. All because of understanding the pieces that I want to teach you today, which is this framework. And so here's what I want you to know as we go into this today. Yes, this worked pre-COVID. We are responsible for booking over 25,000 stages, and those stages generating tens of millions of dollars of products and services. And you might say, yeah, Pete, but I'm not in the educational space. Like Rachel's challenge is in schools. Well, what I want you to know today is this didn't just work for Rachel's challenge. These are all clients of ours right here, or have been clients of ours. And a lot of them current clients of ours that have come to understand the power of this methodology. And I'm proud to work with them, but I want to tell you what, the people that we love serving are the tens of thousands of entrepreneurs that we get the opportunity across the globe to serve with this methodology. And so yes, this methodology has worked pre-COVID, but the piece that I want to share with you today is, what about post-COVID, Pete? Like, our world looks completely different. You're talking about stages. Like, how does that relate into the world that I'm in? Like stages aren't even available. Like, they're doing this event virtually today. How do we make that happen in this world, this post-COVID world? And what I want you to know is I completely understand, because last March in this couch right here, I was in tears trying to figure out, what am I going to do? Like, what am I going to do to really make this transition? Because we had just lost $5 million in top line revenues. We had lost our live event, consulting contracts, major speaking engagements. And I said, yeah, you tap in to this methodology that is timeless, and you just make a few tweaks and pivots on it. And that's exactly what we did. We made a few tweaks and a few pivots, not just for us, but for our customers. And this is what Forbes said. This founder's business was demolished by COVID-19. And here is how he pivoted himself into growth mode. What does growth mode look like? Is that possible right now? Like growth mode, is it possible? And what I want you to see is growth mode is absolutely possible. Because in 2018 and 2019, we were an Inc. 5000 fastest growing company. And in those 4 years, 16, 17, 18, 19, growing every year, almost doubling every year in those 4 years. in 2 months prior to COVID, we had over 8,000 customers over that 4 years and 2 months. But the piece that I want you to recognize is that post-COVID, that's not in 2 months. That's not 500 additional customers. That's 8,600 additional customers in those 2 months. That's growth mode. That is absolutely growth mode. And that's what I want to talk to you about in the remainder of our time, is getting crystal clear on how you can get out there right now on a bigger scale. And so I'm going to talk to you about these 3 pieces. But before I talk to you about the 3 pieces, I want to talk about a foundational piece. And if you guys can wrap your brain around this, like really, this is really important. I know all of you are established business owners. I recognize that and I grasp that. But the thing that you have to understand before I teach you anything today, before I share anything today, is this. You have to be crystal clear on the problem that is occurring in your customer's mind. There's several of you out there that are still sticking to the same problem that you were thinking about pre-COVID. I want to tell you what, a lot of people thought maybe automation pre-COVID, but are they thinking automation as much right now? I don't know. Let me give you the perfect example. Like, I want you, some of you have never been crystal clear on the problem you solve. You're so generic with what you're saying. And some of you have been crystal clear on the problem you're solving. The issue is you haven't gone back and reevaluated if that problem today is still relevant for your consumer. I fall into this bucket. Let me tell you why. Pre-COVID, what I would share is I believe stages are the fastest way to grow your business. And I actually can show people that, prove that. Thousands of years of data that shows stages are not only the most predictable, but the fastest way to grow your business. Now, people want to grow their business fast, but I can't talk about stages in a post-COVID world because they don't understand what I mean by stages. So instantly they start to think about, this guy's like smoking something, because there aren't even stages around today. And if they knew my methodology, they would know that they are around today. But the issue is, in the mind of the consumer, they would not listen to that messaging anywhere. And so we had to move from this stages are the fastest way to grow your business to how do you virtualize and digitize your business today? That's what we've had to shift to. That's what we've had to move to. And so there's power in that. There's a lot of power in that, because now people are flocking to us like crazy because everybody wants to understand right now how to virtualize and digitize their business. And so my question to you today is, are you sure? Are you confident that you are speaking to the problem that's going on in the mind of your customer? How did I arrive at the post-COVID problem that I was solving? I asked people, if you can figure out what they are losing sleep over, what are they losing sleep over? And by the way, what they're losing sleep over, some things remain the same, but there's a lot of things that look different. And so I want to encourage you guys today, like, to really highly consider this foundational piece of getting crystal clear on the problem you solve, because when we got crystal clear, business just began to flow. Growth mode happened. And so that's the first piece that I want to talk to you about today, is that. The second piece that I want to go back here on my screen and talk to you about is, I believe your signature talk is the greatest marketing tool that you have, period. I believe this with my whole heart. Your signature talk is the greatest marketing tool that you have. And if you will begin to use the framework that I am about to show you, it is a trademarked framework. It's what will allow you to stand out every single day. Your signature talk is basically your core talk of your company. I've seen people like Brad Martineau use this so effective to build his agency. I've seen people like Ryan Dice use this so powerfully. And here's the thing, you and everybody in your company will begin to use this every single day. Online, offline, meetings, Zooms, conferences, virtual, digital, physical will be back one day. Like, people use this every day. We have organizations and companies that not only is the founder using it, but all of his leadership team is using it. This signature talk is something that you will use in 3 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It varies on time. Your team will also use it in their sales conversations. And so I believe you take everything away from me. My team, everything. Don't take my signature talk away from me, because it's the one thing that if you're crystal clear on, you can build your business back up from this one core talk. And like I said, you don't get 60 minutes. Today I have 45 to 60 minutes today. You don't get that every day. Sometimes you get 3 minutes. 3 minutes. And so I'm actually going to teach this to you, and then I'm going to demonstrate it. I don't demonstrate it all the time, but I'm going to teach you the framework, and I'm going to demonstrate it to you. And so it's a 4-part framework. It's a 4-part framework. And what I love to say is it's the heart, the head, the hands, and the heart. Anytime you talk, this is the 4-part framework that you really want to begin to use. And I want you to understand the most important things around these 4 parts of this framework, that if you will begin to understand this, you can use it all of the time over and over again. So it all starts with this opening heart. There are a few things that are important for you to understand in this opening heart. The most important thing that I want you to understand is that people have an imaginary wall, and they're protective, and they're blocking against any type of attack or sales, but they're basing this on their past experience. And so if you can imagine that anybody that you're talking to probably has an imaginary wall, some are higher than others, some are thicker than others, but it's because it's not easy to get in. And what I want to do is help you understand how to lower that wall or get rid of that wall altogether. And it comes in this opening heart. The first piece people want to understand is they want to feel connected. They want to feel like you have something in common with them. Usually when I speak, and not today, I'll share my family. Or do we have any parents out there by chance? I'm curious. Any parents out there by chance today? I want to know, like, if you will engage in the chat with me, I really want to see that and experience that. But one of the things is I'm a father of 4. I adopted my 12-year-old. I adopted my 10-year-old daughter, my 7-year-old daughter, who was born at 1 pound, 3 ounces in 23 weeks and was told she wouldn't make it to be a year. My oldest daughter was at a place in Nashville, a broken women's shelter, and mom was looking for someone to take care of her and parent her. And so we had 3 beautiful adopted kids, and then our 4th one was a little miracle baby that we had at 40. And I'll tell you what, I hope that none of you will forget the reason why we do the things we do as entrepreneurs is because we want to be able to provide something amazing for our family. Please never forget that. Or maybe it's not for your family, maybe it's for something else. But for me, the reason I'm an entrepreneur today is because of my family. And you see why this opening heart is so important is because something is going to allow you to connect with your audience that they feel like you feel. Family isn't a great example. I have a friend of mine who I share my family's picture. He shares a joke and literally gets everybody laughing. That's connection. I have another person who a lot of you would know, Marie Forleo, who she gets out on stage and she'll just start dancing and everybody starts smiling. What can you do to create some connection just out of the gates? Maybe it's a promise to a real problem that they have in their life. If all you stated is a promise that you're going to give by the end of this presentation, there's some connection there too. What can you do to connect immediately? Now, the second thing, which becomes a thing that really lowers the wall, is people want to understand that you've walked in their shoes before, or you have people in your life that have walked in their shoes before, i.e. your clients, but they also want to know that you've gone somewhere that they desire to go. That presents the gap. Ordinary, extraordinary. They want to know that you've been in their shoes, but they also want to know that you've gone somewhere that they haven't gone. That's the second thing that's critical in this opening heart, is ordinary, extraordinary. And the third thing is they want to know what your why is. And they want to find themselves in your why. They want to find themselves in your why. My why is to make sure that my clients are on 1 million stages by 2027. And we track that every year. And our clients have been on 6 figures of stages, over 100,000 stages in the last few years. And it just continues to compound. That's my why. Because I want my students to impact 1 billion people across the planet. And those 1 million stages, I believe, will be the thing that allows them to impact 1 billion people. And if we fall short and they impact hundreds of millions of people, cool. But that's my why. But my why is not about me. My why is about my customers. What's your why? Some call it a big, hairy, audacious goal, but when your customers can find themselves in your why, they're more likely to become your customers. Too many times we're talking about a why that has nothing to do with them. It needs to be everything to do with them. They need to find themselves in it. Connection, ordinary, extraordinary, and show your why. Now, let me tell you what happens when you do that well in the heart. The wall goes down, and their minds are now opened to listen. Their minds are now open to listen. And so the second part of this framework, which is the head. I love this part. This is what's allowed us to break through the noise in a powerful way. But the head, all you want to do in that part, is actually teach the gap. Teach the gap. You know what that means? That means help them understand how to move from here to here. Show them what to do and how to do it. Yeah, show them how to do it. I'm showing you how to do it right now. That's what you want to do. And we love it to be 3 to 5 steps, which we believe becomes your unique proprietary process. It's unique to you. We love people to have their own process because there's a lot of, hear this, especially you that have, all of you that have agencies out there, there's a lot of people that do what you do, but there's nobody that does it the way that you do it. What differentiates you is your proprietary process. My proprietary process is called the stage to scale process. It's got 3 steps. What is your process? Your unique process that makes you who you are, that's had you help move your clients. And if you haven't moved a lot of clients, maybe it's one, maybe it's yourself. But that is what you want to do in this head section, is teach your process. Now, let me tell you, when you do this and you do this well, 2 things happen. Number 1, they see your genius, but their minds are opened up to it in the first place because you've already reached their hearts. The second thing that they do is they begin to rehearse in their minds. I wonder what it's like to work with them. I could probably go do all of this on my own, but what if I could work with them? That's the second thing that happens in this head section. The third part, which is the hands, it's a call to action. It is absolutely a call to action. You're making one of 2 calls to action. You're either letting them know about your products and services, which means you're selling them your products and services. Or in other cases, like when I spoke at Infusionsoft's a big conference in Phoenix back a few years ago, I couldn't talk about my products and services, but I could give them a free gift. And The free gift then gives me their contact information. It gives me their contact information. Now, here's the key to the free gift. Make sure that it gets them a quick win in their business. Help them move from A to B in the next week or in the next few days. And now when you follow up with them, they'll want you to help them move from A to Z, or B to Z in this case. Too many people give all of this stuff and people never consume it. And they always say, I'll come back and read that book or read that manual or go do whatever it is that I need to later. And once I read that, then I'll have a conversation with the people. How many of you have downloaded a book from somebody speaking or presenting? How many of you have? Say I've downloaded a book. Yeah, I see you. How many of you? How many of you have actually read any of those books? My hand would go down here. Because I think I'll come back to it later. But what if you could figure out a quick win, A to B, that they could do in 10 minutes the next day or 15 minutes? Yeah. Think about that. Now all of a sudden they experience a win and they're like, if they got me that win that quick, how much more could they do for me? Now when you follow up with them, they're listening. When the call to action is done well, people listen and they're intrigued by what it looks like to be your customer. And then the fourth part of this story braid framework, the fourth part is a memorable story, a story that reinforces everything that you taught them, a story that reinforces the importance of everything that you taught them. Or if there's an emotion that you want them to leave, like don't procrastinate or take action or get accountability, if there's a certain characteristic or emotion that you want them to leave with, so that you're leaving them like really moving to the next step, incorporate a story when you didn't take action or when you procrastinated or when you didn't have accountability. Like close with the story that either reinforces everything you taught or reinforces an important characteristic or emotion that you want them to walk away with. When you do this well, it's game changer. Like David, one of our students in 2018 said, I've invested in programs in order to jumpstart my executive coaching business. What I didn't anticipate was the focus and clarity it would bring to me regarding the problem I solve in my ideal audience. So upon graduation, rather than looking for stages, I went directly to a handful of CEOs with passion, clarity, and confidence, and shared my heart story, my content, and my call to action. The outcome, 2 signed corporate coaching agreements worth $175,000 in 2019. And we're still in January. Thanks, Pete and Pat and the entire S2S community. The next quote might be the most important quote that I give to you today. And it's the fact that Warren Buffett says, just by becoming a more powerful communicator, you will increase the value of your company by 50%. Just by becoming a more powerful communicator. If all I did was taught these 20 minutes on this one piece, you guys would be good to go. Because if you will continue to invest in that component, it's game changer. It's just game changer. And so what I want to do is I want to do what I promised you that I would do. There is a mentor of mine. His name is Michael Hyatt. If you know Michael Hyatt, say, I know Michael Hyatt. But Michael Hyatt has an amazing business. And I went to one of his conferences back in 2014. I went to his Platform University conference. He teaches people he used to teach people how to build their platforms. And so I went to it. It was my first business conference. And what happened is I became a student of his. I bought everything that he had because he, in his talks, spoke to the problems that were going on in my mind. And I bought it all. And I've continued to invest. And what happened was I was at one of those things that I bought a couple of years ago, and I'm sitting in the audience, and I paid $1,000 to be at that event, and I'm sitting there. And his director of marketing, who I don't know, who's a good friend, comes up to me, taps me on the shoulder, and he says, "Are you Pete Vargas?" And I said, "Yeah." He said, "Would you, I want to know what you do. I've heard so much about you. Can you come back on the break and tell me what you do?" Absolutely. So I went back there, and literally in a few minutes, and I'll give you the minute version of it, I just said, "Chad, 20 years ago, I saw a man who changed my dad and I's life. His daughter was the first girl killed at Columbine. He came in and literally transformed my pops and I's relationship. It was what prompted my dad to ask for forgiveness for the father he had been." And I saw this man who was trying to struggle to get his message out to the world. And he was going from stage to stage, but he didn't quite understand how do you scale these stages. And so what we did is we came in and we helped him understand, how do you get a great talk dialed in? How do you get on the right stages, dream stages? And how do you make sure that people buy your products and services after you're done speaking? And literally, Chad, we grew him from 60,000 to over $6 million in a few short years. And we've now taken that methodology and we've helped a lot of entrepreneurs understand how to do those things well. And man, it's been amazing, Chad, an amazing journey. That was the summary of 3 minutes. When I tell you, you share your signature talk every day, I mean it. I really mean it. And sometimes it's a few minutes, sometimes it's more. But do you know the result of that one conversation? Is the next week I was on the phone with Chad and his team, and they hired us to come build out the company talk for all of the Michael Hyatt and Company organization. The next year, or that year, they supported our big launch. Last week, I bought Platform University from him because of being prepared in 3 minutes to share my signature talk. 3 minutes. All of you can do this. It's powerful. It's the first piece of this system. And so what I want to do is I want to go to the second piece, which I'll spend the least amount of time because I feel like this is where most of you are the strongest. And then we'll end kind of with the third piece, and we'll be good for today. So I appreciate you guys. Hey, what like on a scale of 1 to 10 out there, rate yourself. How well are you doing? How well do you feel like you're a communicator? Like be like a self-realization, like self-actualization, like on a scale of 1 to 10, based on what you just taught, Pete, I would rate myself at what? Where would you rate yourself? It's the greatest marketing tool you have. You use it everywhere, literally everywhere. The second thing that I want to encourage you guys to be thinking about is, before I tell you about these stages, 2 types of stages that you can be on, I want you to understand that it's important to scale past the stage. This is where I'm different than anybody else who talks about like speaking and stages. A lot of the times they think the stage is the end. And to me, the stage is just the beginning. What do I define scale as? Scale is the products and services that go beyond the stage. If you have scale, the stage is not the end. It's only the beginning. And so here's what I want to encourage you. And I'm sure and I'm confident that most of you have all of this. I'll tell you where a lot of our bigger clients have a blind spot. Most of you have all of this, but you want to create a product suite. You want to have a product suite. You want to collect people's information whenever you're on their stage, and then you want to convert them. Yes, that is an actual campaign in Infusionsoft that we use. So you want to make sure you have products and services. Then you want to collect them, and then you want to convert them. I'll demonstrate this with Keeps Conference, which was obviously Infusionsoft, but Keeps Conference several years ago. I'll demonstrate this whole thing right here for you. The first thing you want to make sure of is that you have products and services. And I think the place, a lot of you, if I asked you, do you have a product or service, you would say yes. But I think the place where a lot of people miss it is they don't have their perfect product suite. And to me, the perfect product suite is a low ticket, a mid ticket, and a high ticket offer. That's a perfect product suite. I have a low ticket offer. It's a couple of $1,000s. I have a mid ticket offer. It's $8,000 or $9,000. I have a high ticket offer. It's $25,000 and above. And all 3 of them sell consistently. I believe a lot of you probably out there have a lot of either high ticket, mid ticket, a lot of one-on-one. And what I would really encourage you to be thinking about is how do you diversify your product suite? Because of what we're in and where we're at, a lot of people can't afford a $2,000 or $3,000 or $4,000 retainer. But what if they could? What if there was something you offered that was $2,000, $3,000, $1,000? Like, I really want to encourage you to have this perfect product suite. So figure out what gaps you have in this. A lot of our bigger clients have gaps in this. Once you do that, anytime you're on a stage, I want you to collect people's information by giving away a free gift. This is actually a gift that I gave away at the Keep. It was Infusionsoft's conference back then, but at Keep's conference several years ago, this was one of the gifts I think I gave away from stage. It's a physical contact card. And it gets them, helps get them a win. Like, this is to help get them a win. And if you have a gift that helps people get a win in their business, you will see 80% of them take you up on that gift. Oh, by the way, these types of leads are 20 or 25 times more valuable to you after somebody's heard you for an hour than just a cold opt-in or a lead magnet on running Facebook ads. Like, you're talking significantly more valuable to you.
I'm in right now. How do I?
And I can hear somebody in the background there.
I was gonna congratulate you.
Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear that.
30. It does go up to 10:30? It goes to 10:30. And our breakouts don't start.
Okay.
Oh, they start at 11.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can, I can hear you.
I think I didn't.
Uh-oh. Yeah, your mic's on.
I think they might have muted now. So the last part is converting. Now you have these leads. I don't need to live here because this is what you guys do so well, but you have these leads and now you have a follow-up campaign. And it's amazing the conversion rate and the value of these types of leads versus just a generic lead that you get with an opt-in. It's phenomenal. It's really phenomenal. So the second thing I really want to encourage you to do is I want you to really understand how to scale past the stage. I love Zig Ziglar's quote. He said, I've never changed someone's life with a speaking gig, but sometimes I do a speaking gig and they buy my tapes and cassettes. And if they buy my tapes and cassettes, I got a shot at changing their lives. Zig came to understand later in his career that it wasn't him communicating that changed people's lives. It was when they bought his products and services that changed their lives. And Zig's son, Tom, told me to let all of you know that you have a moral obligation to make sure that people go into your products and services because of the fact that it's what changes their lives. So the second thing that I want to really emphasize today is scaling past the stage. And then finally, the last piece, and I think you guys, this will really be a great way to end today, is the power of stages. And you heard me early on say that we lost $5 million in revenues when the pandemic hit us. And a lot of you had a lot of impact too. And here's what I want you to know. These last two things that I'm going to teach you within this bucket were the two things that had us replace all of that revenues, all of it, and more. What are those two things? Those two things are the two major categories of what we call stages. Other people's stages and your own stages. Other people's and your own. Yeah, but Pete, neither one of those are available. Yeah, they are. They're not available physically yet, but they're available digitally. And also with your own, they're available to you digitally, and they've never been easy to launch your own stage and physically. And so what I want to talk about is other people's stages and your own stage. I want to talk about what we did and how we did it so that you can do the same thing moving into the end of this year into 2021. Other people's stages. That's where I want to start. Also known as OPS. Can you guys put OPS in the chat? OPS. OPS in the chat. Yeah, I love OPSs. Now you might say, what are OPSs? Well, OPSs could be local meetup. These are all of the different offline versions of OPS, which right now, for the most part, are on hold. Although I'm going to a small gathering today to speak at a Dave Ramsey event in person. I think it's the first in-person event since COVID hit. But for the most part, these are on hold. And so let's come back to these and say, let's focus on digital stages. What if all you did was focus on digital stages and getting on other people's digital stages? I'm going to show you how to do that. Other people who've built their followings. Why aren't you on other people's social media lives? Any of their lives on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, wherever live is available. Why aren't you sharing your genius on other people's lives? One of the big things right now are challenges. Why aren't you on other people's challenges? What about webinars? You know what webinars are. What about association trainings? These are membership-based organizations that have lost all of their physical events and are looking for people to provide value on their digital stages. What about podcasts? Online summits? YouTube channels or video channels out there? Great opportunity to be on online media right now. But number 9, 10, and 11 are some of my favorite. Why don't you have your genius built into somebody else's course or membership site? There's nobody, I have lots of miniature courses, meaning like a 60-minute keynote that's built in, that's just packaged as a miniature course, although it's just a keynote broken up. You guys get that? It's a keynote broken up into 3 or 4 segments, and it's built in as a bonus into other people's courses or other people's membership sites. They get the value of giving that away. You get the value of their customers. What about virtual masterminds? Same thing. A person's best customers. What about a virtual event like this? All of you are customers of Keep. All of you. 9, 10, and 11 are my favorite because of the fact that there are actual customers that are in those digital stages. Now, why digital stages? Why OPSs? Why other people's stages? And here's the why behind it. I spoke at a Grant Cardone event, and Grant Cardone, before I got on stage, asked the crowd how much he thought that people thought he paid for that stage. Or he asked them, how much did you pay to be at my event? And people started, a couple hundred, a couple thousand. He asked them, what do you think I paid? And publicly, he said like $8 million. This light bulb went off in my mind. Does anybody out there know what the term OPM means? Anybody know what OPM means? It means other people's money. It's a term that's very much used in the real estate investing space. Well, I had this light bulb go off and say, in OPS, other people's stages, is pretty much like OPM, other people's money. Why? Because when I got on that stage, I said, guys, Grant paid how much for this? And they're like, 8 million. I said, how much did I pay? They said, they started naming prices. I said, 0. That's the power of OPSs. They've spent the time, money, resources to build their community. And now you get to borrow that. You get to share your genius on that. Why would they have you share on their stage? Because you have value that they want their people to have, that they don't currently deliver. That's why they want you on their stage. That's their win. Your win, an OPS that's like OPM. It's like leveraging other people's money, the time and energy that they've spent building their community. You get the chance to be on. So one of the commissions for my team, and I want you to see this, is the commission for my team was go win 31 stages in 31 days. But I told my team, I'm going to do this on my own. You guys are going to sit this one out because I want to prove to anybody who's just getting started in business or a solopreneur that has no team that they can do it on their own. So I was on a mission to win 31 digital stages in 31 days. By the way, you're going to see what this can mean for your business. And we have a campaign. This is a campaign that's actually been within Keep and within our system because we're also a user. But it's basically email, mail, calling, some direct mail. Like it's just an integrated campaign that we have. And if I tried to go over all of this, literally could take us 3 days. So I want to show you the one script that I use the most in trying to win those 31 stages in 31 days. It's that script. It's a video email that I sent consistently to digital stages within all of those different categories that I just showed you. What am I going to do to reach out to all of them? And what I came to the conclusion is this is what I did. I reached out and I simply built rapport. This all happened in 2 minutes or less. This video is 2 minutes or less. You can take a picture of this. I'm telling you, take it to the bank. If you will reach out to 10 stages, 5 digital stages that have your ideal clients that are their listeners or their watchers, meaning they watch if it's not just a podcast, and you use this script, you will win. So if I'm reaching out to Keep, and thank you, Keep, for having me today, I would say, hey guys, just wanted to reach out to y'all. Thank you so much for what you guys do. I've been using y'all's platform since 2015, since I came into business. And I'm so grateful for the platform. It's been incredible for us as we've grown our business. And you guys are just making an impact on so many entrepreneurs across the world. One of the things I want you to know about your entrepreneurs and your certified partners is that they're struggling right now in the midst of COVID, understanding how to get clients and get clients fast. And one of the things that we've been doing for over 2 decades is helping people understand how to use stages, and right now, how to use digital and virtual stages to grow their business quickly. We've booked tens of thousands of stages across the world. And this year we've been behind the biggest virtual events taking place across the world as well. And I would love to come teach your people on how to do the same thing. So can we take a few minutes to talk about maybe speaking opportunities and sponsorship opportunities, and let me know if we can just hop on the phone for about 5 to 10 minutes. Once again, thanks for what you guys are doing to serve entrepreneurs. And we would love to come alongside and partner with you in that. That's the script. Less than 2 minutes. What happened is we didn't win 31 stages. You can see we won 31 stages, and you can see the different categories in which we won those stages. And they all took place in my home with my kids running around above me. All of them. We won 31 stages in 14 days, and it replaced multiple 7 figures. Multiple 7 figures from just being on digital stages. Since COVID hit, we have been on 90 now. This was only 31. We have booked 90 digital stages since COVID hit. This was just a month after COVID. But in the last several months, we've been on 90. The majority right here from our home offices, in front of our ideal customers. Hundreds of thousands of people that were reached. I reached more people through those 90 digital stages, OPSs, than I might have in all of my stages in 4 years in business. Power. That's the first thing that we did to help replace the money that we lost and continue to build upon it. But the second thing that we did is we built our own stage. We built our own stage. Remember, I talked about the two types of stages. You can actually be on other people's stages, or you can be on your own stage. And this is the last thing I have for you today. And it's one of the most phenomenal things. Our last 10 minutes here today is we made a decision over under your own stages to build our own virtual event. And this is what we did. We had a physical event in April that we were not going to be able to do. And so because of COVID, and we said, what are we going to do to change the game? Change the game. Are we going to cancel that? Are we going to make it very passive and not like interactive? Like, what are we going to do? And my team and I came up with what we call the trifecta. And there are two of those stages that you can build your own that I'm going to focus on. I'm going to focus on number 2, and I'm going to focus on number 11. 2 and 11, meaning a virtual event. So what did we do? We said we're going to do the trifecta. And if you guys can understand this trifecta, you can do whatever you want in 2021 with this. And there's 3 different paths to this trifecta, but I want you to understand the whole trifecta, and then I'll give you the path based on where you're at in your business. That's what we're going to do right now. So what is the trifecta? The trifecta says start with a challenge, a 5 or 7-day challenge. I'll explain what a challenge looks like in a minute. Then move those people from your challenge into your own virtual event. We call this a 360i. We're trademarking that. You'll understand that. You might see 360 interactive virtual experience everywhere right now. We were the very first ones to come up with that. Very first ones. We started promoting that in March and April of this year. And then from there, they move into your signature programs. None of that do you even have to leave your home, leave your office. So what does that look like? The first part of that is the challenge. The challenge is basically a 5 to 7 day challenge that's helping people get a result. It's live every day. It's interactive. It's 1 hour, same time, with homework assignment every day. And by the end of the time, the goal is that you get them some type of result. Now, here's the power of it. This is a challenge we built. We thought we were going to have 25,000. Anybody out there, were any of you out there in the Rise Up World Challenge? We thought we were going to have 25,000 entrepreneurs join this, and we had 150,000 entrepreneurs join this. And from this challenge, you offer a ticket to your event so they can go further with you, deeper with you. And from this challenge, we had thousands and thousands of people out of this challenge say, man, that was so good. 7 days, this one was longer, but let's say it's 5 to 7 days, 1 hour every day, done in a Facebook group. Man, how powerful is that? I want to go to their virtual event, their 3-day virtual event. And so the next step now brings them into our virtual event. Now, our virtual event is unlike anything else, and you've now seen this trend. This is actually a picture of us at our very first 360i interactive virtual experience. The whole definition of a 360i experience is we want people to feel like they're in the room with us. That's it. We want them to feel like they're in the room. So how do we do that? We do that by sending them a physical box of goodies ahead of time. They check in with a real live person. You can see that I see all of them. If you look to the left of that picture, you'll see people's hands up like this, like waving to me. I'm literally calling out their names. I'm bringing them up on the big screen. I'm interacting with them. I'm loving on them. I'm like putting them into breakout rooms so they can go meet other people, like a full immersion 360i interactive experience. People feel like they're in the room. Yes, I'm over my time there. I won't be over my time today, but it's an interactive experience where people feel like they're in the room. That's what we did. And we pulled it off in less than a month. And that has now become the model. It's become the model of how people are doing virtual events. And we are the ones to start it off. We are now currently working with the biggest events on planet Earth, including one that all of you are familiar with, traffic and conversion, but some of the biggest planets on planet Earth, helping them understand how to scale and reach more people and make sure that those people feel like they're in the room too. And this is where it started. Now listen, you don't have to do it I did it in a national studio. You don't have to do it in a national studio. A 360 interactive experience is intended to make people feel like they're in the room with you. When I did it in a national studio, it's great. But that middle one is me doing it in a local studio here in my backyard. A national studio is going to cost you $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 a day, maybe as much as $20,000, $25,000 a day. A local studio is going to cost you $1,000 a day, meaning you can outsource all of the tech and AV and video and audio, maybe $1,000 a day, maybe more, with the local studio setup. Or Grant Cardone said, the intimacy that you created in your home, I want to duplicate that on a national level. So a lot of my 360Is take place in my home. And the same thing can be held true for you. It's just making sure that people interact, that it's not passive, that it's a two-way conversation, that breakout rooms are happening. You're bringing them on the big screen. You're saying their names. You're interacting with them. When you do that, there isn't the same fatigue that exists. And I know this because people loved that experience, which then takes you into the final piece, which is your signature programs. Challenge, virtual event, signature programs. You see, we have 3 core workshops of our own. And from our virtual event, we took people into our signature programs. You have your signature programs, you have your agency, you have your digital resources, you have your consulting, maybe coaching, maybe there's some gaps in your product suite that you have, but you have your programs. We had our programs. And what happened as a result of following this trifecta is that we made more in 1 month in 2020 than all of 2019 combined. And we did 8 figures in 2019. That's the power of this trifecta. That's the power. And guess what? Yeah, there's a lot of big names doing it out there. A lot of people that you're familiar with, or maybe you're not familiar with them all, but Tony Robbins and Ryan Dice and us and my buddy Pedro. But there's a lot of people that are following the trifecta model that aren't big names, but it's working. But it's working. So listen, there's 3 paths for you within this. You can literally, if you're just getting started in business and it feels a little bit of overwhelm, just take them from a virtual event in your home straight to your signature programs. You just lose engagement and excitement, but you'll still land customers. This is not the ideal, but this is great. We have lots of students that go straight from a virtual event. You could do one every month with 30 people where you're teaching them something about marketing and you're letting them interact. And it can be half a day or a full day or 2 hours. And at the end of it, you give a call to action for your programs. Or if you want to step it up a little bit, go challenge to your signature programs. It's a little bit more power in that because you get to engage with them every day for 5 to 7 days. And this is for some of you that already have an established business and have some team. And then what I just laid out is the ultimate place of what we've seen work is the challenge to the virtual event to your signature programs. 3 paths for you guys. So guys, as I come to an end today, there's 5 things that I want to re-emphasize around what has allowed us in a post-COVID world to see great success. We're clear on the problem we solve. We're clear on our signature talk and our core message. I'm not the only person that shares it in my team. We're clear on how we're going to scale beyond the stage and make sure we have a perfect product suite. And the last 2 things that I've taught you, we're really crystal clear on the OPSs that we're on, other people's stages, and we've created our own stage, the trifecta way. Listen, it's tough in this world today. My story of losing a lot is just one of many, many, many stories that exist out there in the world. And that's why what we're talking about makes this so important, and things are at stake, because you have solutions that can go help these business owners not just survive, but thrive. So I really hope that you will take what we've talked about today, you will take it to another level, because I know that we took it to another level in our business, and I know that you can help other businesses take it to another level. Not just more revenues in 1 month than all of 2019, but we were able to save 7 figures in refunds, came up just shy of raising $1 million for charities during that time frame, thousands of new customers, doubled our list because of this methodology. So I hope that you guys will take this and actually take action, do something with it today. I'm so grateful for keep having me today and having me be a part of this today. And so I'm going to turn it back over to the hosts, and just appreciate you guys having me today.
Welcome to AccuTrack. AccuTrack is a technology-driven e-commerce fulfillment company with a specialization in publishing books and media on demand. Welcome to AccuTrack. AccuTrack is a technology-driven e-commerce fulfillment company with a specialization in publishing books and media on demand. We are one of the only companies that offers both fulfillment and publishing services, allowing our customers to seamlessly integrate all of their logistical needs with just one partner. In today's digital age, A tangible, physical product is valuable in increasing brand awareness and sales revenue. Let AccuTrack show you how we can take care of your product fulfillment to ultimately grow your business.
As an internet marketing agency, we understand the importance of opening up many funnels and many ways for leads to come in, and chat being a very important one, especially nowadays. Being in our type of work, we've dealt with many different type of chat services, but we've come to find out that Apex Chat is one of the best ones as far as the quality, the customization, and the price offering that they give per lead. So it's been very great.
Working with BoxOut has literally changed the direction of my business in a huge way.
Are you stuck in the partner rat race where when you're selling, you're too busy to be implementing, and when you're implementing, you're too busy to be selling? And when you try and hire help for the implementation, the work is either not great or it's just way too expensive, and you just get stuck in this cycle and you never quite get ahead? Well, look, we've created the solution for you to be successful as a partner. It's called The Factory. Come visit us in our vendor booth at BoxOut Marketing, and we'll show you how The Factory can help you get out of the rat race.
I am so thrilled to have 34 years of combined Infusionsoft and Keep experiences at a phone call away. I mean, it's insane. I cannot tell you how thrilled I am to continue working with this team. I love it. I've literally struck gold. Thank you guys.
We see ourselves staying a customer hub client for a long time.
Hey there, it's Adrian Savage, founder and creator of Deliverability Dashboard. I'd love you to check out the free agency version of Deliverability Dashboard that I've created specially for Keep partners. It lets you run unlimited health checks for as many of your clients as you'd like, so you can help them get more emails delivered, avoid the spam folder, and even double their open rates. Why don't you go and register right now at deliverabilitydashboard.com/agency. And if you've got any questions at all, then I'd love to see you drop by our virtual booth. Look forward to seeing you there.
As one of the first Keep employees and now a certified partner for more than 11 years, I personally know what it's like trying to grow an agency as a Keep partner. Hi, I'm Jared Morris, and that's why I want to tell you about Evidence, a powerful social proof marketing platform. Adding software like Evidence to your service offering will help your agency turn more of your clients' website traffic into leads and customers. It'll improve your own client retention and add recurring revenue to your own business. Learn more at evidence.io/partners.
Full Stack Marketing is excited to announce the launch of Woo Connection. Woo Connection is the fastest and easiest way to connect your WooCommerce site with your Keep or Infusionsoft account. We've built Woo Connection from the ground up to make it easy for partners to integrate these two powerful systems. Check us out in the vendor hall for more information or visit our website, www.wooconnection.com.
As one of the first Keep employees and now a certified partner for more than 11 years, I personally know what it's like trying to grow an agency as a Keep partner. Hi, I'm Jared Morris, and that's why I want to tell you about Graphly, the leading dashboard solution for Keep and Infusionsoft. Adding software like Graphly to your service offering will help your agency choose the right strategy for your client based on data, portray the value of the work you perform, improve your own client retention while adding recurring revenue to your business. Learn more at graphly.io/partners.
Hi, I'm Lee Goff, your marketing agency coach, and I'd like to invite you to stop by our booth. We're featuring our agency sales system workshop to all partners. While you're there, please subscribe to my podcast. After selling my agency in 2016 and started coaching other agencies, I realized that most agencies do not have a predictable and reliable sales system. My system is guaranteed to double and possibly triple the leads from your already existing traffic. It vets tire kickers from hot buyers and provides you with real-time KPI dashboards to track both successes and failures. It has been a total game changer for my students, and I know it will be for you as well. Stop by and check us out. Look forward to meeting all of you.
Hey partners, it's Andrew from Memberium. I wish we could see all of you in person. This year we have a digital goodie bag that's only available for Partnercon attendees. You'll get 3 pre-built campaigns that you can swipe and use for your clients, a free Memberium license if you don't yet have one, and 2 other extra gifts. To get these, just stop by the digital Memberium booth and come say hi, and I hope to see you soon.
As one of the first Keep employees and now a certified partner for more than 11 years, I personally know what it's like trying to grow an agency as a Keep partner. Hi, I'm Jared Morris, and that's why I want to tell you about Parsi, the most comprehensive integration tool for Keep and Infusionsoft. Adding software like Parsi to your service offering will help your agency quickly pull off deep integrations without any code, save your clients a ton of time and money, improve your own client retention, while adding recurring revenue to your own business. Learn more at parsi.com/partners.
Hi Partnercon attendees, we are PartnerStack. We build software that makes it easier for businesses to run successful partner programs, and for partners to find the best programs for them. We're proud to power partnerships for Keep and other fast-growing SaaS companies, with a platform that puts the needs of partners first. Come meet the team and learn more about what we do by visiting our booth here at PartnerCon. PartnerStack, the partner platform that powers revenue.
Remember when you first started using marketing automation and it made a massive impact on your business? Then you realized there's so much more I can do. So you searched for new ideas by watching webinars, attending events, and reading blogs. And each one gave you something useful to implement. But here's the problem. Once you went to actually apply them, you realized you'd need to come up with a bunch of workarounds, spend a ton of money on tools or developers, or just not do it. Enter Plus This, an ever-expanding campaign toolkit created for savvy marketing automation users like you who want to grow sales, wow customers, and save time without the workarounds, massive costs, or frustration. With Plus This, you get access to dozens of tools like advanced SMS, expiring offers, countdown timers, automated webinars, Facebook funnel matching, and more, all while working hand in hand with your existing marketing automation platform. Plus, they're used by thousands of businesses and top marketers, so you can feel confident your campaigns will work. Learn more about Plus This and see how easy it is to crank up your marketing.
Review Tracker's business solutions allow for analyzing, amplifying, and maximizing customer feedback to accelerate and improve customer acquisition and retention while driving more authentic customer connections. Aggregate and manage business reviews from over 100 review sites to identify trends across customer feedback, build strategies to improve your brand reputation, and drive a more loyal customer base. Acquire more customers through a suite of tools built to boost local SEO rank through requesting, responding, and amplifying reviews to drive more revenue. Retain customers and drive loyalty by ensuring all reviews are responded to in a timely manner and build a streamlined strategy to resolve conflicts.
Spiffy is the easiest way for you to boost revenue for your clients with conversion optimized checkouts. We make it extremely simple to build beautiful branded checkout experiences for your clients, to add options with price modifiers, payment plans, offer bumps, upsells, subscriptions, free trials, paid trials, the list goes on. We make it really easy to do all these things with our visual editor that allows you to point and click. You can also embed the checkout right on your own website to get the checkout on your own domain. Go to spiffy.co, click on schedule live demo, and let's talk about how Spiffy can boost revenue for you and your clients too.
Hi, we're Thinkific. We help over 40,000 entrepreneurs and businesses create and sell their own online courses to millions of people all around the world. Thinkific is everything you need to run an online education business under one roof. Our drag and drop builder lets you easily build and customize your courses under your own brand. With Thinkific, you can easily share your expertise with the world, reach a larger audience, and grow your revenue. Learn more and try Thinkific Pro Plus Growth free for 30 days.
Welcome to AccuTrack. AccuTrack is a technology-driven e-commerce fulfillment company with a specialization in publishing books and media on demand. We are one of the only companies that offers both fulfillment and publishing services, allowing our customers to seamlessly integrate all of their logistical needs with just one partner. In today's digital age, a tangible, physical product is valuable in increasing brand awareness and sales revenue. Let AccuTrack show you how we can take care of your product fulfillment to ultimately grow your business.
As an internet marketing agency, we understand the importance of opening up many funnels and many ways for leads to come in, and chat being a very important one, especially nowadays. Being in our type of work, we've dealt with many different type of chat services, but we've come to find out that Apex Chat is one of the best ones as far as the quality, the customization, and the price offering that they give per lead. So it's been very great.
Working with Box Out has literally changed the direction of my business in a huge way.
Are you stuck in the partner rat race where when you're selling, you're too busy to be implementing, and when you're implementing, you're too busy to be selling, and when you try and hire help for the implementation, the work is either not great or it's just way too expensive, and you just get stuck in this cycle and you never quite get ahead? Well, look, we've created the solution for you to be successful as a partner. It's called The Factory. Come visit us in our vendor booth at Box Out Marketing, and we'll show you how The Factory can help you get out of the rat race.
I am so thrilled to have 34 years of combined Infusionsoft and Keep experiences at a phone call away. I mean, it's insane. I cannot tell you how thrilled I am to continue working with this team. I love it. I've literally struck gold. Thank you guys.
We see ourselves staying a customer hub client for a long time.
Hey there, it's Adrian Savage, founder and creator of Deliverability Dashboard. I'd love you to check out the free agency version of Deliverability Dashboard that I've created specially for Keep partners. It lets you run unlimited health checks, for as many of your clients as you'd like, so you can help them get more emails delivered, avoid the spam folder, and even double their open rates. Why don't you go and register right now at deliverabilitydashboard.com/agency. And if you've got any questions at all, then I'd love to see you drop by our virtual booth. Look forward to seeing you there.
As one of the first Keep employees and now a certified partner for more than 11 years, I personally know what it's like trying to grow an agency as a Keep partner. Hi, I'm Jared Morris, and that's why I want to tell you about Evidence, a powerful social proof marketing platform. Adding software like Evidence to your service offering will help your agency turn more of your clients' website traffic into leads and customers. It'll improve your own client retention and add recurring revenue to your own business. Learn more at evidence.io/partners.
Full Stack Marketing is excited to announce the launch of Woo Connection. Woo Connection is the fastest and easiest way to connect your WooCommerce site with your Keep or Infusionsoft account. We've built Woo Connection from the ground up to make it easy for partners to integrate these two powerful systems. Check us out in the vendor hall for more information or visit our website, www.wooconnection.com.
As one of the first Keep employees and now a certified partner for more than 11 years, I personally know what it's like trying to grow an agency as a Keep partner. Hi, I'm Jared Morris, and that's why I want to tell you about Graphly, the leading dashboard solution for Keep and Infusionsoft. Adding software like Graphly to your service offering will help your agency choose the right strategy for your client based on data, portray the value of the work you perform, improve your own client retention while adding recurring revenue to your business. Learn more at graphly.io/partners.
Hi, I'm Lee Goff, your marketing agency coach, and I'd like to invite you to stop by our booth. We're featuring our agency sales system workshop to all partners. While you're there, please subscribe to my podcast. After selling my agency in 2016 and started coaching other agencies, I realized that most agencies do not have a predictable and reliable sales system. My system is guaranteed to double and possibly triple the leads from your already existing traffic. It vets tire kickers from hot buyers and provides you with real-time KPI dashboards to track both successes and failures. It has been a total game changer for my students, and I know it will be for you as well. Stop by and check us out. Look forward to meeting all of you.
Hey partners, it's Andrew from Emberium. I wish we could see all of you in person. This year we have a digital goodie bag that's only available for Partnercon attendees. You'll get 3 pre-built campaigns that you can swipe and use for your clients, a free Memberium license if you don't yet have one, and 2 other extra gifts. To get these, just stop by the digital Memberium booth and come say hi, and I hope to see you soon.
As one of the first Keep employees and now a certified partner for more than 11 years, I personally know what it's like trying to grow an agency as a Keep partner. Hi, I'm Jared Morris, and that's why I want to tell you about Parsi, the most comprehensive integration tool for Keep and Infusionsoft. Adding software like Parsi to your service offering will help your agency quickly pull off deep integrations without any code, save your clients a ton of time and money, improve your own client retention, while adding recurring revenue to your own business. Learn more at parsi.com/partners.
Hi, Partnercon attendees. We are Partnerstack. We build software that makes it easier for businesses to run successful partner programs, and for partners to find the best programs for them. We're proud to power partnerships for Keep and other fast-growing SaaS companies with a platform that puts the needs of partners first. Come meet the team and learn more about what we do by visiting our booth here at Partnercon. Partnerstack, the partner platform that powers revenue.
Remember when you first started using marketing automation and it made a massive impact on your business? Then you realized there's so much more I can do. So you searched for new ideas by watching webinars, attending events, and reading blogs. And each one gave you something useful to implement. But here's the problem. Once you went to actually apply them, you realized you'd need to come up with a bunch of workarounds, spend a ton of money on tools or developers, or just not do it. Enter Plus This, an ever-expanding campaign toolkit created for savvy marketing automation users like you who want to grow sales, wow customers, and save time. without the workarounds, massive costs, or frustration. With Plus This, you get access to dozens of tools like advanced SMS, expiring offers, countdown timers, automated webinars, Facebook funnel matching, and more. All while working hand in hand with your existing marketing automation platform. Plus, they're used by thousands of businesses and top marketers, so you can feel confident your campaigns will work. Learn more about Plus This and see how easy it is to crank up your marketing.
Review Tracker's business solutions allow for analyzing, amplifying, and maximizing customer feedback to accelerate and improve customer acquisition and retention while driving more authentic customer connections. Aggregate and manage business reviews from over 100 review sites to identify trends across customer feedback, build strategies to improve your brand reputation, and drive a more loyal customer base. Acquire more customers through a suite of tools built to boost local SEO rank through requesting, responding, and amplifying reviews to drive more revenue. Retain customers and drive loyalty by ensuring all reviews are responded to in a timely manner and build a streamlined strategy to resolve conflicts.
Spiffy is the easiest way for you to boost revenue for your clients with conversion optimized checkouts. We make it extremely simple to build beautiful branded checkout experiences for your clients, to add options with price modifiers, payment plans, offer bumps, upsells, subscriptions, free trials, pay trials, the list goes on. We make it really easy to do all these things with our visual editor that allows you to point and click. You can also embed the checkout right on your own website to get the checkout on your own domain. Go to spiffy.co, click on schedule live demo, and let's talk about how Spiffy can boost revenue for you and your clients too.
Hi, we're Thinkific. We help over 40,000 entrepreneurs and businesses create and sell their own online courses to millions of people all around the world. Thinkific is everything you need to run an online education business under one roof. Our drag and drop builder lets you easily build and customize your courses under your own brand. With Thinkific, you can easily share your expertise with the world, reach a larger audience, and grow your revenue. Learn more and try Thinkific Pro Plus Growth free for 30 days.